Welcome everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Alethea, and I think you guys caught me talking before I realized that we were actually on live. It's all right. Um, so today I'm going to be going over trading basics. I'm going to talk about support, resistance, trend lines, how to spot the trend. And I have some of my trading partners on the call alongside me. And, we're just going to have a nice Sunday afternoon together. All right. So let's see. Oh, I'm going to make who can assist me by being a co-host? I don't know if is there anybody that can help me out with letting people in or no?
Can I
Yes,
do?
I can.
I can
Bernie?
do it from my phone. I'm on my phone, not my computer.
I think you can still do it, Bernie. So
Okay.
I'll make you co-host. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome.
Okay. So now support, resistance, trend lines. All right, what does anybody know about this? All right, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. Here we go. And let's open this up. I was looking at Bitcoin because Miss Haley was talking to me about how it was dropping, and I was telling her like people have been in a state of panic, but I've been waiting on it to come down here since late last year. Still hasn't come down here. So I'm still waiting on that. 14,093.27. I'm still waiting on it to come down there before it goes up. And by the time I'm done with this call, you will understand why. So I am going to quickly go through a few steps that I take when I am going to trade. I always check the news, right? So I go to forexfactory.com and I'm looking for things to be all clear. There are four different color folders. The gray folder means that it's a bank holiday. The yellow folder means low impact. The orange folder means medium impact. And the red folder means there's going to be some high impact news. Anybody who was trading last Friday, that was the first Friday of the month. That is not a good day to trade. There were tons of red folders. So here's a red folder for Monday. High impact at 10 a.m. on the US dollar, at 10:30 p.m. on the Australian dollar on Tuesday. So when you're looking at the news on forexfactory.com, the date is going to be here. The time based on where you are, it should be according to your time frame. The currency and the level of impact. Don't ask me what all of this stuff means. I haven't studied in detail all of that stuff, right? So I cannot answer any of those questions. You guys are all with me so far?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So when it comes to checking the news, let's say everything is all clear, then the next thing I will do is I'm going to check currency strength. And that's going to tell me what I am going to trade. Oh, I forgot I have this here. My daughter showed me a new feature. I didn't know how to do that. I just figured it out. Right. So I go to lifecharts.co.uk. And when looking at the currency strength on this site, you need to refresh the screen to have the most current reading, right? So Euro is looking good, GBP looking good, JPY, NZD. So the more bars there are, the stronger that currency, the less bars, the weaker the currency, right? So when trading, I'm looking to buy or go long when currency one is stronger than currency two. I'm looking to sell or go short when currency one is weaker than currency two. Do you guys have that?
Repeat that one. I need to write that one down.
Okay. So
Mm.
when it comes to me trading, I'm looking at the currency strength. So when the first currency is stronger than the second currency, I want to go long or I want to buy. When the first currency is weaker than the second currency, I want to sell or go short. Long is to buy, um, short is to sell, right? So that's what I am looking for. And you can tell the strength by the number of bars. 1 bar, weak. 6 bars, strong. So, if I was looking at, say, GBP USD, would I be looking for a buy or a sell based on what I just said?
A buy.
Absolutely, because the first currency, GBP, has more bars than the second currency, USD. What about USD CHF? Would I be looking for a buy or a sell with USD and CHF? CHF is the Swiss franc. Would that be a buy or a sell?
A sell.
Thank you, Jamel. Yes, that would be a sell because currency one, USD, is actually weaker than currency two, CHF. But if you notice, there's not too much difference. So when it's like that, I will leave it alone. I want to trade something that has a great divide. I want something like GBP USD. I will do that. Or Euro USD, I'll do that. The best one would be NZD USD because of how bright that is. But that goes into the next thing being, do I trade any currency at all times? No. I actually have developed a relationship with GBP JPY, where GBP JPY is Bay right now. And that's something that I would trade in the London session. So yes, I'm going to check this chart, but I'm going to check it for what I'm looking for. So there are 3 different sessions. There's the London session, the New York session, and the Asian session. So depending on which session I'm trading in, I would be looking to trade whatever currency pairs would be moving at that time, because volatility is my friend. Volatility is every trader's friend. So if it's, say, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the London market is closed. The London market goes from 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So there's no reason for me to be looking to trade London pairs at 5 in the afternoon, because the London session was over a long time ago. Is everybody clear on that?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, that is for me personally. And the reason being, I'm more of a scalp trader. So someone who is a swing trader doing a longer time frame, then that person, yeah, they can do a longer trade. Hold on. I don't know what it is with my uh thing. I cannot see messages unless I stopped sharing. All right. I'm glad that information was helpful for you, Ania. All right, let's go back. All right.
It was. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So moving on from there, say I decide I'm gonna do GBP USD. All right. I'm going to go to Trading View. And Trading View is a free site that most traders use that site to do their analysis. And you can analyze anything tradable on here, right? But we're looking at foreign exchange. So you see that I have all the GBPs. It's not active right now, but I just didn't clean things up. All right. So it is, what time is it? 5:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not making any move like this. It's not gonna make any move like this right now. The market's just opened. So gotta give it some time. I'll be revisiting this at 4 a.m., right? So let's talk about support, resistance, and trend lines, and what we would do once we have our pair GU. Now, price moves like this. Price moves like this. And price moves like this. What just happened? Okay, I don't know what just happened. Moves like this. Okay. So when it moves like this, we know it's an uptrend, right? Yes, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So when it moves like this, it's an uptrend. All right, let's just label it uptrend. So when it moves like this, what would this be?
Down.
A
Down.
down. Perfect.
Downtrend.
All right.
Some would call it a bearish.
Yes. One is bullish. Bullish is going up. Bearish is going down. Yes, sir. All right. And when it's moving like this, anybody know what this is called?
Sideways.
It's yes. It's consolidating, moving sideways.
Consolidation. Yes, it's
Mhm.
moving sideways. It's consolidation. It's arranging. Any one of those words. So yes, sideways, consolidation, ranging. Now, I believe that the best time to trade is either when it's in an uptrend or a downtrend. There's the saying, the trend is your friend. Right? When it's going like this, it's not going to go like that forever. So you may think, okay, I'm going to buy down here, and then I'm going to sell up here. I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell, I'm going to go short, I'm going to go long. But eventually it has to break out and continue the move. So what we should do is just sit around and wait, right? So when it's bouncing around in here, do you know what this top line is called?
A resistant.
Yes, resistance or the ceiling.
Or- Let's see.
Resistance. Yep. And then what's the bottom called?
Support.
Support. Yeah, I see all those books you're reading paying off. Yes. Support or the floor, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Support or the floor, resistance or the ceiling. And what I always heard is that you buy the floor and you sell the ceiling. Has anybody ever heard that?
Yes.
Buy high, low, and sell high.
Right. Yes. Yep. So buy the floor, sell the ceiling, buy support, sell resistance. But that's not really going to fly if you're in a trending market, right? Anybody need to take a screenshot of this? Go ahead. I'm going to erase all of this. You guys got it? Okay. So I'm going to focus on the uptrend. So I know I just drew a straight line, but we know that it doesn't look as pretty as that in the market. It looks something more like this. Down, down, up. Right? It looks more like that, right? Okay. So we're going to apply the same lines. That's resistance or the ceiling that it came up to. But then here's another level of resistance. And here's another level of resistance, right? So if you notice, it never actually came back down here, right? So if you're trying to trade consolidation or a ranging market, buying the floor, selling the ceiling, you would end up in trouble if you try to do that with this, right? Do you see that? Or you don't see that? Okay. All right. So
It is in an uptrend.
do you see that you would be in trouble if you tried to buy the floor and sell the ceiling with this?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's continuing up. It's still in an uptrend, so it doesn't,
Okay, right. So you want to look at these areas. Okay. What's happening is the market is moving like crazy. So I'm trying to work here and this thing is moving. All right. So you want to look at these areas as points for entry. So how do you know that it's really is an uptrend? Does anybody have the answer for that?
Higher highs.
yes, I was about to say.
Higher highs
The breaker structure.
And
And-
higher.
and higher lows, right?
Mhm.
So there was a high right? And then it came down, but then here's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And that's how we know it's an uptrend, because it never actually comes back down to the previous low, right? It never came back down here, which is why people would be okay, buy the floor and sell the ceiling. But what if it never comes back to the floor? What do you do? So actually, in my world, because I'm checking the currency strength first and then looking to trade where there's that great divide, I'm going to find a trending market. And when it comes to an uptrend, I'm buying the ceiling, which may sound crazy, right? But that's what I'm doing. So this is the ceiling here, right? Or resistance. This is resistance. But I'd be looking to buy there because resistance is now something else over here. What is it over here?
It became support over there.
Exactly. So when resistance becomes support, I'm looking to buy. So in an uptrend, I'm buying the ceiling because it breaks out, but I'm waiting on it to come back to where it was the ceiling before. It is now support, right? Then when it breaks out again, I'm waiting for the pullback again to then get in to continue going up. So the pullbacks are waiting times. There's patience that goes into trading. Gotta wait for it to come back, you know. So if you are looking at the charts and there's this trade that you're like ready to get into because it's like it's going like a runaway train, no, don't get in. Wait for the pullback and then you get in, right? But then things can change. No, that's not what I want. Did I get this one? Okay, perfect. It can always turn around. And it can start going the other way, right? Like that. And down. Come up. Down. And this thing is. So now when this is happening, there's a reversal that has happened. So we were in a clear uptrend all along, but eventually it has to end, right? The uptrend is going to end at some point. Feel free to stop me if you want me to go back over anything. So this was an uptrend, but then when it came back, it broke down. And now what's happening? What's this called? Anybody know?
Downtrend.
What's this?
Meaning the resistance, that line.
Not the line, just
Yeah.
the circle.
The
Well,
resistance.
that would be well, that's the roof. That's resistance
That's-
there, and it tested that, but it didn't break structure there.
Okay, so this was a higher high.
Gotcha.
So
Oh, and that's an equally high. It didn't go higher.
well, this is the highest high
Yes.
here.
Mhm.
And what was this after this high?
A lower high.
A lower high. That's what I was looking for.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you. So here we have a lower high, right? And this was the low. And this is the lower low, lower high, lower low. Let me actually label these. All right, so higher high.
See, you don't know what people go through behind the.
Okay, let's clone this. Higher high. Higher high. Higher high. Okay, so higher highs and higher lows equal the uptrend. Right? And what equals a downtrend?
Lower lows,
Lower highs and
lower
lower.
highs, and lower lows.
Mhm. Lower lows. Oh, yeah. There we go. Lower lows. Right. So this is the downtrend. So now, if you can spot this, you can make some money in the market. Just learn to spot the uptrend, look for higher highs and higher lows. So that's how you know that it's an uptrend where the new low doesn't come back down to the past low. It has to be above, right? New higher high, the new low is going to be higher than the previous low. It's just that simple. And on the flip side, the lower highs and lower lows, it's not going to come back. It's not going to come back up to the previous low. You get what I'm saying, right? So if you want to take a picture of this, go ahead. Is this helpful to anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. So because we understand that, actually, I'm going to erase this now, okay? I'm going to erase this. Erase this. And when we understand that, and understand that it's easier as a new trader, it's easier to trade a trending market than trading a ranging market, because it's not going to range it forever. It's going to eventually break out. Okay. It's going to eventually break out. And you don't want to be there trying to trade when this thing breaks out. Why didn't I just erase the whole thing? I'll just erase the whole thing and start fresh. Now, if you're trying to trade in a ranging market, it may go like this a couple times, but then it's either gonna break to the bottom, retest, and keep going, or it's gonna break above, retest, and keep going. And you could be there waiting on it to come back, and it doesn't come back. And you find yourself in trouble because when it's all said and done, the market is going to eventually go in a direction, you know? So you just have to wait for the breakout, and the breakout can either go to the downside or it can go to the upside. You just have to wait for it. And when it breaks out, that's not the time to enter either. You're waiting for the retest. Wait for retest.
Now, what do the retest looks like?
This is the retest right here. So it's ranging, it's consolidating. We're waiting on it to break out. The minute it breaks through the floor or support, that's the breakout, right? But you don't jump into the trade, you wait for the pullback. It's the same thing as retest. You wait on it to pull back up to this floor, where now the floor is the ceiling. Remember? So in a downtrend, I'm selling the floor. So that's the floor. It broke through the floor. I'm selling the floor. I'm waiting for it to come back and retest at the floor. I'll get in here to continue going down. And that's for a down motion. If it's up, it's consolidating. I'm waiting. It breaks out. It breaks the ceiling or resistance. Breaks out. I'm not getting in. I'm waiting for the pullback or retest. When it comes back to the ceiling becomes the floor. Now I can get in and I can take the trade as it continues going. Is that clear for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so the retest also can be called the pullback. But yeah, those are just some basics for trading. I'll stop here. And does anybody have any questions based on what you've seen?
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
Now the theories, my theory and what I've gravitated towards is I want to be able to make money going up and going down.
Right.
And so I want to be able to say I get in here going down and know how far I want to go down and to make money, and be able to put a stop on that particular trade to say, well, if it gets here going up, I can say stop here because I want to take profits.
Okay.
And if I want to take profit and then it continue to go up, I want to set another stop and say, okay, I want to move that to say I can take more profit.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's going down, I want to say if it goes going down, I can take profits here and put another stop there. So I want to learn how to do that.
The trailing stop loss.
Yes.
Okay, so I will do another video talking a little bit about that. Not going in depth because this is just a channel for some little basics. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm talking about a trailing stop loss.
Oh, okay.
Because when, and I think maybe you said you read Trading in the Zone, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Great book. And in that book, it talks about, knowing when to take your wins. So once
Right.
the money is there, you take it. So,
Mhm.
you can take your partials and keep the trade going. And depending on how many pips, say it's 20 pips up, you can move your stop loss
Mhm.
to entry. 40
Mhm.
pips up, you can move it to 20 pips up, and so on and so on and so on. But every pair is different. Every pair, you have to analyze it on its own and determine how many pips your stop loss will be.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Can you repeat the site that you went to look at the currency strength?
Oh, lifecharts.co.uk. I'll drop it in the chat. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
No problem. Copy. And there you go. Paste. So, and you guys out there in YouTube, I just want to say that my channel, I'm gonna be giving just some basics on trading. If you like the content, please come back, please share, please like, subscribe, comment, and you can drop any suggestions for basics. I'm not claiming to be an expert doing patterns and all of that. I know how to do what I know how to do, but yeah, I just want this channel to grow to 100,000 subscribers. I'm really close right now. I'm up to 43, so I'm getting there, right? So you guys like, subscribe, help me out. Everybody that's on this Zoom with me, I would like for you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well. Let me let's see. Let me get the link for this video. I will drop it in the chat and you guys, you know what to do. All right. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. right on this channel, just to do a little overview, because I have to learn what I know somewhere. And if you guys are interested in taking your learning to another level, I know the place for you, right?
Mhm.
But that is going to be it on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys out there in YouTube land. I'll see you next time. All right. Okay, and